Okay. For everybody on the call, I just want you to state your first and last name first, so everybody on the call can hear it and they have it and they know how to pronounce it correctly going forward.
Okay. Right now,
Yep, go for it.
Ja'Quan McMillian.
Perfect. Got you. Okay, Nick, go ahead.
Hey, Ja'Quan, Nick Cosmetter with The Athletic. Thanks for taking the time today. I'm curious, at the beginning of the season, Christian Parker told me that, that there was some really hard decisions to be made with some of the personnel spots on defense. So some really tough calls that came down the wire. How did you keep from getting frustrated? I mean, you were inactive week one, only really played special teams in weeks 2 and 3. How did you sort of keep from being kind of frustrated by that and sort of stay locked in, waiting for your chance?
Just kept going. I just try to control what I can control, everything that personnel and stuff that I can't handle. I just let God and I let the coaches handle that. I just try to go out there and do the best I can do and just keep working and trying to get better.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Hey, Ja'Quan, can you get a sense for finding the football? I guess I'm saying, is it instinctive when the ball keeps ending up in your hands, you're forcing fumbles, getting your hands on interceptions, whatever it may be?
Yeah, just when I just take it like when you doing stuff right and you just doing your job and the ball is gonna find you. Football God's gonna bless you, So I just try to just do what I was supposed to do my job, and the plays will come, and I just depend on my help or the defense. Just do what the coaches ask me to do, and they're gonna put me in the right position every time, and the ball gonna continue to find me.
Go ahead, Eric.
Thanks for taking the time. I know you said you're waiting for the plays to come to you, but are you surprising yourself at all, or are you kind of shocked at this run you're on? I think you're the first Bronco with fumble recoveries in back-to-back games since Von Miller back in 2015. I mean, are you even surprised a little bit just how often the ball's coming your way?
I wouldn't say surprised. I've done it throughout my career. It's just the time and just keep working and just doing my job. And I always tell myself, if I do my job, I know that the players will come to me. So it's not surprising. I've done it at every level. So just doing it at this level, at the big stage is a blessing. And I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and keep doing my job.
Go ahead, Zach. Nope. Okay.
Hey, Ja'Quan, sorry about that. Zach Stevens with DNVR. Can you just take us through your interception when Josie hit him and the ball was in the air? Can you just take us through what you saw there?
Yeah, we was in like a cover 3 where they was in the stack formation, and I got the low piece and Pat was on my side at that point. He had the high piece, so I saw the guy. It was kind of like a switch release. They switched real quick, so I took the new number 2. He did like a whip route going back outside. And Josie did a good job of running through the running back and getting pressure. And I think he hit the elbow or something on the quarterback, allowed the ball to bobble up and went straight up in there. And I was able to make him play on the ball.
Go ahead, Parker.
Hey, Ja'Quan. Justin was talking last night just about kind of the way teams will, use personnel to try to make life difficult. You're going to put a linebacker in the game. Do you want a nickel covering, defending the run and all that? So I guess, obviously you've made a lot of big plays. What's your approach to trying, to be stout against the run, and what do you sort of rely on to hold up in that phase of the game, given that obviously you're not as big as a linebacker?
Right. Just reading my keys and doing my job. So you read your keys, it's going to take you to where you need to be. And I just try to use my arms. I'm not a big guy, like you said, so I don't get in there and try to use my shoulders or anything like that. I'm using my hands and trying to keep them guys off me because they're bigger guys in there. So I usually try to do a good job of using my hand and shedding the block and getting to the ball.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Ja'Quan, thanks for being on this call, and thanks for the pronunciation update at the start. Along those lines, how badly have you heard your name mispronounced? What are some episodes of that? And have you heard some of the announcers mispronounce it this season?
I've heard worse, honestly, but I kind of like the nickname. It's a funny story. My dad used to say it all the time, McMillians, when I was growing up. So just hearing them say it on the TV, it just brought back memories of my dad.
Just kind of joking wise, what'd you think when you heard him kind of say it on the TV, this season?
I actually didn't know until my coaches or my family was actually telling me how they was pronouncing our last name. So I went back and watched the television copy of the game, and I heard him saying it. But I thought it was funny though. But I got back in the building, and we got that fixed, and they call me by my last name, but like I said, it's a great memory of my dad, and I just thought it was funny.
So people, you're playing, you think people now will start pronouncing your name right?
I'm sorry, what you say?
The way you're playing, do you think people will start pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, I think they got it right this past game, the last game, so that's a good thing. It wasn't really a big deal to me. Like I said, it was a nice. All the guys are calling me that in the building now. It's a nice nickname to have. But yeah, I think they have corrected that.
We've got time for just a couple more. Go ahead, Arnie.
Hey, Ja'Quan, I've been talking to some folks that are gushing over your versatility, and like we were mentioning earlier on this call, your willingness to kind of mix it up in the, in tackles and this sort of thing. You got great range. If you had to describe your job description or your philosophy of playing nickel, how would you describe that?
Big is the nickel spot. You have to be big on communication and setting the defense and getting the guys in the right spot. I always tell the guys I play like 3 different positions. I'm playing cornerback, I'm playing linebacker at times, and I'm also the safety too. So I would say the biggest thing is like the communication part, and really just the run fits as the linebacker at times of the game. So that's probably the main difference. The biggest thing.
Go ahead, Troy.
Can you hear me, J-Mac?
Yep.
So what are your teammates calling you now as your nickname?
They calling me McMillian or McMillian, J-Mac. They always call me J-Mac, but ever since they heard it on TV, everybody been calling me McMillian.
Okay, McMillian, that's fantastic. The other thing is, a lot of times when a young guy gets a chance, it's hard not to be robotic and follow exact instructions, but you are playing with this tenacity and aggressiveness that everyone notices. Did you commit to that? Is that just your personality that's carried over from East Carolina, that this is how I play, this is who I am?
Yeah, that's how I played. I just try to do my job at a high level and just play as physical and as fast as I can, and play as smart too. So that's the big thing: just playing smart, playing fast, playing physical, and good things going to happen for you in the game.
If you no longer have a question, can you just please lower your hand? Just want to see how many we have left. Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, J-Mac, thanks for talking with us. Zach Stevens again. My final question for you is, you've been involved in 4 takeaways over the past 3 games. Which one's been your favorite so far?
My favorite, I'll probably have to say the strip fumble on the first play of the game. It was my dad's birthday that same day, so I'm gonna remember that moment forever. So that's probably my favorite moment.
Go ahead, Parker. Finish us off if you have one. Nope. Going once, going twice. All right, J-Mac, I think that's it. I appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.